Hi guys, Steve here. In this video I'm going to show you how to tame the Dreadnoughtus, this big boy here. So when this video helps you, please consider liking, subscribing and sharing with your friends. Thank you. You can unlock the saddle for it at level 100. You can build it at a smithy and you'll need 300 cementing paste, 1200 hide, 250 silica pearls, 800 fibre and 650 metal ingots. You want to take a built saddle with you before you tame it, to make it easier to bring it home. You can find a Dreadnoughtus scattered around outside the city, normally close to an element node, as this is what you need to feed and tame them. If your Dreadnoughtus eats from a low level gamma element node, it will lose 65% of its taming effectiveness, so you'll only end up with 35%. The alpha element node is the best and will give you 100% taming effectiveness, but it's a much harder fight, and the beta element node will give you somewhere in between. When you've found the node you want, you'll need to bring a Dreadnoughtus to it. This one's level 115, so that'll do. Next you want to drag element to the 0 of your hotbar. It loves element as a snack and you can't get enough of it. Next go up to the Dreadnoughtus and press 0 of your hotbar to feed it the element, and it will start to follow you for 1 minute. There's a blue timer. Now you want to bring it to the element node. You can go on foot or ride the dino. Get my Rex so I'm safer. It walks fairly fast for a big fella. Do not walk into the centre of a node or you'll activate it. You're waiting for the Dreadnoughtus to get close to the node, so it'll automatically start to walk up to it. At that point, the game switches from harvesting the element node, and you get waves of attacking creatures coming in, to the Dreadnoughtusaur feeding mode, where it starts to feed on the element, and waves of creatures come in to attack it to lower its taming effectiveness. And as you saw, the ring of outer element breaks off, to make way for the Dreadnoughtus to be able to get into the centre. At this point the taming stage starts, and it'll start to eat element and you've got to protect it from waves of creatures coming in. Small gamma element nodes like this are fairly easy, and if you got a good shotgun or a carnivore, you can probably do them solo. And the big alpha nodes, well, they're a bit more tricky and you're going to need some extra stuff that I'll show you later. The purple bar is its digestion shield, a shield it gets to protect it from damage once it's eaten. And if I go up to it, like I said, because this is a small gamma node, you'll only start with a maximum of 35% taming effectiveness. As it's eating, go around and kill any corrupted creatures you see. You'll need to kill all the creatures of each wave, for it to go to the next wave, to let the Dreadnoughtus taming bar go up. Sounds like it's getting attacked. Not by a little dillo. I'll try and kill it without shooting my tame, but if a Dreadnoughtus's digestion shield's up, it won't hurt it anyway. But there's only a certain amount of damage it can take before it goes down. There we go, got it. Look around, oh, there's another one, let's eat it. Any others? Carrying on eating. As you can see, its taming bar's gone up. It's not lost any taming effectiveness yet. Still on 35%. Go around, clear all the little ones. On the gamma element node you get little creatures come in, but on the alpha you get huge ones and lots of them. Taming's gone up to 18% as it's continuing to eat. Look at its digestion shield, and it refreshes every time it eats. Once it's eaten all the element it can on that wave, it'll wait for you to kill all the remaining wave creatures, and you'll get a message in the top middle saying hostiles still in area. The remaining hostiles will be pinged with a blue circle, so you can find and kill them. There's another one hiding over here. Kill that. And there you go, in the top middle, it now says wave complete, prepare for next wave. After a while, the Dreadnoughtus will start eating again, and a new wave of creatures will spawn in. And the first wave got us to 20% taming. As the waves go on, bigger creatures will spawn in, like stegos and then flyers like pterodons. They are a bit of a pain in the ass to shoot, as they fly around and in the creature so quick. A nooblet's tip: you don't have to do this, as you could do it without it, but if you wanted to make things easier, you can make the new blade wasp hive, as it will slow down and damage any flyer that will attack your tame, including pterodons and wyverns. However, I wouldn't put it on the floor as it will get damaged. Instead, I'd build a tower for it and have it off the ground. Place some metal pillars down. I'd have it big enough to avoid the corrupted creatures that would spawn in on the ground. Put a ceiling tile on top. And then a ladder going up to it. There we go. Climb up. I think I'll have another ceiling on the side. Gives me enough room. And I can put a blade wasp hive down. Put honey and sulfur in, so it's fueled and armed. Turn it on. Then blade wasps will come out and attack any flyers attacking your tame. It's like having an automated turret giving you a hand to attack any flyers. It just makes taming this easier. But like I say, if you don't have the resources, you don't have to do this. But if you're level 100, you've probably got enough to spare. And why stop at 1? When you can have multiple blade wasp hives running. That's the pterodons distracted and flying slowly. Now it'll make it easier for you to shoot. I'm on ×4 taming, but this is still a level 115 Dreadnoughtus, feeding on the smallest gamma element node. Yeah, you'd get more waves on lower taming, but it's still pretty easy. And it's probably best to tame one or more Dreadnoughtus with low level gamma element nodes, then take them to the higher element nodes to defend your better tames. When its digestion shield is up, you can damage your tame, but it doesn't affect its taming effectiveness, only when the shield goes down. It's at 34.9% at the moment. I've shot it and it still remains unchanged. That's if you shoot it, and if you get on your creature and bite it, it still remains unchanged. Oh, got a dillo to kill. And that wave's complete. We should be on the final stage. It's killing some raptors. Shield's about to go down. But we tamed it. And that can defend itself. Get the saddle and put it on it. And now you've got a huge monster. Look at the saddle. It's quite big. It's got multiple layers. Now you want to get out of there as fast as possible, because you don't want that element node to activate and have waves of creatures flooding in, attacking your new tame. I'm going to take the tower down so I can use it again. And its ammo should be bags on the floor. There we go. Pick those up, and we'll make our way home. At the moment, the clipping on the dread is a bit ass, so when you try and go up to it to give it element, don't get too close, or you could get stuck inside its leg. Then you'll have to wait for the follow timer to run out before you could escape. Okay, we've done the easy gamma element node. Now let me give you some tips for doing the much harder alpha node. On this one, loads of big creatures will spawn in, so you're going to need some backup. The Dreadnoughtus is locked onto the node and approaching it, so I'm going to run off to the side and bring my team of Rexes I've brought. If you have them too close, then do something to anger the Dreadnoughtus. It'll attack you and any of your tames near it. So have your backup creatures close by, but not too close. Oh, it's reached the centre and is spawning in creatures already. Let's get there quick. Come on, fellas. Right, take these out. Oh, it's got damaged a bit. It didn't have its shields up because I wasn't with it, so the event didn't start until I got there. So avoid doing that. All my Rexes are powered in around it, so the corrupted creatures can't get near it, so its digestion shield should remain fairly high. So when a corrupted creature comes close, even though my Rexes are biting close to the tame, it doesn't hurt it because the Dreadnoughtus shield's up. I built a Razor Wasp tower again to attack any flyers. Oh, a little git Spino sneaked in. It's like he's under the ground. Let's kill these. I was building the tower, so I'm not sure how long he's been there. I might have lost some taming effectiveness. To make things easier to defend, you can put behemoth gates down if you want, to block off approaches to your tame. Then with less ways in, your creatures could be guarding the entrances. And just like before, killing wave after wave of creatures. I've got all my Rexes to the side, blocking this corrupted Rex from getting in. Then when I attack it, all my other Rexes attack it. And it's the same with the other side as well. There we go, we've tamed it. Now we've got to get everything out of here, as it's only a few minutes before the element node activates. It's likely your behemoth gate doors will be damaged, so you're going to have to repair or destroy them to take them down. And destroying them is a pain because you're going to get overburdened with materials. If your creatures get stuck and the element node event's about to activate, you can leave the area far out of render range, as if you're not next to the node, it will deactivate and destroy itself. Then when you come back, there'll be nothing there, and all your creatures will be safe. That's its standard saddle on different levels, with nothing built on it. Left mouse button is a huge damaging next swing that knocks smaller creatures back flying. It also harvests berries when you do it. If you put cannonballs inside its inventory, right mouse button to aim a cannonball, and then right mouse button again to fire. Press C to do its huge EMP attack. It's a bit like Godzilla's spines, but that attack has got a long cooldown. And while it's charging up, you get a point and disdain in the middle, if you're getting attacked. But if you're not getting attacked, you don't get one. So I don't know what to do with that. So let me know in the comments, please. You can hold control to turn on the spot. This thing's great against titans as it's got a damage boost, and if it gets hit, it's got a damage reduction. I build at the top on one side to give you an idea of how big you can have your foundations and ceilings. This is the bottom level. The middle level. And up here is the top level. Show you from the corner. That's as big as I got it. Alright, let's see what we can place on the platforms. You can't put automated turrets down. You can put ballistas, catapults, or manned turrets. Unfortunately, you can't put a blade wasps down. That would have been good air defense. You can't put a safe down. You can put a tech replicator on. You can do a tech generator. Unfortunately, you can't do a force field. But still, it's a very good creature. And remember, it'd be very good against fighting titans. But not with all your house on the back, because it'll just get wrecked. If this video was helpful, I'd appreciate it if you'd click like and subscribe if you've not already, as it will help out my channel. Click bell notifications on all to get notified when I upload next, and share this video with your friends please, as it helps me out. Thank you. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll link other videos at the end. Goodbye.